Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a blessed day, and I want to get right into it. So the devotional I would like to share today is titled God's Artwork, and it is supported by Romans 8:35. And that reads, "Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword?" That scripture is saying that what really can take us away from God's love? What can really take God away from us? What can really separate us from God? Nothing is the answer. So today's devotional really talks about how, and it asks the question, what can separate you from Christ? What can truly separate you from Christ? And the second part of that scripture lists the experiences. It says famine, it says tribulation, distress, persecution. All of those are evidence that people use, or they try to justify that God has abandoned them. But anyone who follows Jesus soon discovers what Jesus meant when he said this in Matthew 7:13-14. And it says, "You can't enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad, and its gate is wide for the many who choose that way. But the gateway to life is very narrow, and the road is difficult." Meaning, life is not going to get easier when you surrender to Jesus Christ. Life is not going to get easier and just be, unicorns and butterflies when you give your life to Christ. It's not how it works. Just because you know God, it doesn't mean life stops being hard. God's work is not finished until our last breath. So God will continuously work on you, yes. And that won't always be easy. That won't always be fun. But the perspective of God is that he is continuously making you better, continuously healing you. When you surrender to Jesus Christ, you give your life to him. You hand it over to the one who gave you life, the Creator, and you allow him to better you, make you into the version of yourself that only he can create, only he can even imagine. God includes the broken and frayed threads that represent the difficulties in life so that they become part of his pattern. In short, he causes everything to work together for the good of those who love him. As it says in Romans 8:28, "Alone our troubles and difficulties make no sense, but the longer we trust God, the more we will see the sheer beauty of his artwork in us." Literally nothing can take you away from God's love. Don't let anyone or anything tell you otherwise.